Okay, welcome back. I am here with Hunter. So a thing with Hunter that you have to consider. Hunter usually wants to play the aggro game. That's just how they do. They get stuff early. They get stuff on the board early, and then they're able to protect it, and they're able to do a lot of face, and then they're able to finish people off with their hero power. So the set has early game tools, but it doesn't have really aggro tools for Hunter. And between the neutrals and between the other sets, there's a lot of taunts and there's a lot of minions. So Hunter is not going to really be able to play the aggro game. I don't think that they have cheap cards, but they don't really have aggro cards. They don't have cards that let them deal face damage. So the other way that Hunter has been able to win in the past is that they just completely outclass their opponent with like mid-range spells and minions. And they kind of have that. Like, they have Teacher's Pet with Druid, they have the Bark Stripper, they have Bloated Python, they still have Rottennest Drake, which is insane for Dragon Synergy. They still have Highmane, although if we take a look, just very quickly here. If we go to HS Replay, you can take a quick look here, just to show you. And we go over to Hunter, and we go over to Class Cards, and we go over to the Percentage Index. Then you can see how you got Omok'tha Lion, Diving Griffin, Explosive Shot, Rottennest Drake, Pack Tactics. Let's keep on going. Face Stalker, Unleash the Beast, Swarm of Locusts, Scrap Shot, Shimmerfly, Romacan Warrior, Flare, Eagle Horn Bow, Savannah Highmane. Savannah Highmane is like, it's a rare minion, so it should still be up there. And you can see, like, Shimmerfly is taken nearly 2.5 times as much as a Savannah Highmane. Savannah Highmane, Chop Shop Copter, look at this. A Chop Shop Copter is taken only 50% less than a Savannah Highmane. Look here. These are like the very, very, very bottom cards here. And you can see Savannah Zixor, a legendary, is taken more than Savannah Highmane. So I'm not sure if that's a bug. I'm not sure if that's micro adjusts. But what I can say is that a Savannah Highmane, which is kind of like the backbone of this, just doesn't show up. So because of that, I'm just saying Hunter is not going to do well. I don't have faith in Hunter. They have good cards. I'm not going to deny that. But I don't have faith that they're going to do all that well going into Scholomance. I think the meta counters them, and I don't think they got enough here. Like, they got decent stuff, but it's not enough. All right. So we start off here. Wolpertinger. All right. So you see, you got like a little rabbit. It's got like the antlers. It's got the giant ears. It's got the like the little feather, the wings here. So it's so cute. Battle Cry. Someone a copy of this. This is an alley cat where if you can buff it, then if you can hand buff it, that's good. But you're not going to hand buff it because you don't pick the hand buff cards because they really aren't that good in Hunter. So what is this? This is a 4-star card. Carrion Studies. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Your next one costs 1. This is where Highmane is going to come back in because you're going to realize, oh my god, wait, Highmane, it's actually in Arena. So, point being here with Carrion Studies, 1 mana, discover something is probably about like a 3-star effect. The next one costs 1. Death Rattles are good, so this is a 4-star effect. Like, there's not much that needs to be said there. Blood Herald. I went over this with Demon Hunter. Now, Hunter itself has a lot more aggro tools. It has a lot more small minions. It has things like Unleash the Hounds, which is a lot more popular in Hunter, or Swarm of Locusts. So this is, I would say, better in Hunter than it would be. I think it's slow in Hunter. But I think it may actually end up being better in Hunter than in Demon Hunter just because Hunter has like a lower curve. So getting this on the board to hit is probably more important. Now, that said, it's still a 2-star, maybe 3-star card. I'm not sold on the card doing all that well. Adorable Infestation. It's the same thing as Druid, like Hunter. They get more value out of the Cubs. Having any sort of buff to a minion is good. They get a little bit less value out of the spread, but just the initial buff is a little bit better. So yeah, this is a 3-star card in Hunter. I think this is better in Druid than in Hunter, but it's still useful in Hunter. Okay, we go to the rare cards. Overwhelmed, like all the Wolpertingers. There's so many of them that they're just destroying everything. Like, even the flavor text here. Okay, if you missed the flavor text on Wolpertinger, let me go back. Let me just go comment. Scholomance student Brewfest prank gone awry. Scholomance student Brewfest pressed gone terribly awry. Okay, I like the spell text. I have not seen a lot of like the little text here. All right. Anyway, overall, deal 2 damage to a minion. Deal 1 more for each beast you control. Better than Arcane Shot. Arcane Shot can go face, but this I think you're going to get beast, so this will be 1 mana deal 3 or 1 mana deal 4. Like Holy Smite in Priest is like a high 70s card. It's not even close to that, but I would say that this is probably a high 3-star card. Teacher's Pet. Went over this in Druid. It's probably a little bit worse than Hunter because Hunter's... Actually, I'm not sure if it would be worse. Like, it's still a 4-star card. I'm just going to get that out of the way. So, the initial beast is better. The random 3-cost beast is probably better because you just want that to go face. Like, it's a mid-range value card. You're going to want to take this. That's pretty much all needs to be said. Bloated Python. As a former engineer, I really appreciate the flavor text here. All right, so looks really good. What I'm going to say this is, as a hunter, I would rather have a straight 4/4 minion than this, and it sounds stupid, but I would rather have that initial pressure from the 4/4 minion, because delaying this by like 1 turn or 2 turns, giving your opponent enough time to develop an answer to the 4/4, I think hurts a lot more than having the 4/4 on the board. So something like Hjolnir Frostrider, I'd rather have that than this. That's not to say that this is bad. It's a high 3, low 4-star card. Hjolnir was a 4-star card. But yeah, I think it's useful. If you go, Carrion Studies into this on 2, that's really good. As I said, I think it's a 4-star card. I just think for Hunter, you want a little bit more speed. Demon Companion, we saw this in Demon Hunter. It's the same thing. Hunter's value 1 drops a lot more than Demon Hunter's. This is worse than a Battle Mage on 1, but better than a Battle Mage later on in the game. So yeah, 4-star card. Not much needs to be said. We go to the Epics. Crowlusk Bark Stripper. Oh, took that away. Crowlusk Bark Stripper. 4 mana 3/5 spell burst, destroy a random enemy minion. So compared to Rottnest Drake, the reason Rottnest Drake is so good is that it leaves a 6/5 body that can go face after it does something. This is a lot more consistent than a Rottnest Drake, but a 3/5 is a lot weaker than a 6/5, especially in terms of going face. Now, that's not to say that this card is not good. I'm just saying Rottnest Drake is like a 5-star card, and this card is going to be just a 4-star card, maybe a high 4-star card. So, like, really good card. Spell burst is going to matter, but again, compared to other cards, not as great. True Aim Crescent. This is the same thing. This is a 6-star card. As I said, it's a little bit better in Hunter than in Demon Hunter because you can just hero power if you don't have anything to attack with. It's maybe a little bit worse because you might have weapons that you want to attack with, but giving your minion, if you can get this and you can get board control with your minions, like, this can be like a really powerful card. It's an easy 6-star card to me. Guardian Animals. Same thing as Druid. The 2 beasts that you summon, you're probably going to have better beasts in Hunter than in Druid, but overall it's not consistent enough. You'd rather have Charge than Face. This is a 2-star card. All right, legendaries. We got Professor Slate. Your spells are poisonous. So Hunter does not actually have that many spells that combos with this. Spells that you might actually want to use this on: Kill Command, Multi-Shot, Mark Shot, Arcane Shot, Explosive Shot, Rapid Fire. So honestly, that's about 2 cards per deck that have this. So it's not like it's not going to go off. But I think like you're going to care much more about the 3/4 body than you are about the effect. So this, it's still a 4-star card. Like, it's a low 4-star card. It's good. Maybe if you get the effect, it gets really, really powerful. If you got a bunch of cheap spells, it's really powerful. But but the effect is not nearly as good as just the initial body. Ace Hunter Kreen. This is, as I mentioned, it's a 5-star card. It's Death Speaker. It's like an AoE Death Speaker. This thing wins you games if you have anything on board. It's the only thing keeping it from 6 stars. It doesn't have an immediate effect if you're off board. But same thing as Demon Hunter. Like, easy 5-star card. Shando Wildclaw. Same thing as Druid. It's a little bit better in Druid because you're probably going to have better beasts on hand. But overall, it's still just a 3-mana 3/3. And it's going to be like a 3-star card. It's just going to be an average card. All right. So overall, Hunter. Decent cards. I think the control meta is probably going to counter them. If they can get one of like the really OP cards, like the Kreen or something like that, then they have a chance. But I'm not sold on them in Scholomance as being a good class. All right. Next class is going to be Mage, so I will see you guys there.